Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to matchup number 2 on the weekend between the University of Mary and the University of Providence. My name is Nate Spidell, and I will bring you the live play-by-play here tonight at the Starion Sports Complex, which I must say is filling up quickly tonight. Must have had some people catch word of the first 300 people who came to the rink here would receive free admission as the COVID restrictions are loosening up here at the University of Mary and the University of Mary's games. The Marauders now taking the blue line and a little bit nervous, a little bit anxious, getting those jitters out as they pace back and forth, waiting for the Argonauts to take the ice. If you tuned in last night, or perhaps you were here, you saw a battle between these two programs that ended up being a 5-4 victory for the Marauders. And I'm going to actually read word for word from Brian Larson, who posted the recap from last night. His words, not mine. Zach Garrett and Alex Fleechek struck for a pair of goals just 12 seconds apart in the third period to help the University of Mary hold off a furious third period rally by the University of Providence. The Marauders' 5-4 win over the visiting Argos extends UMary's win streak to 8 straight games. Holding a 3-0 lead over the Argos nearing the halfway point of the third period, the Marauders witnessed their lead evaporate in the span of 5 minutes. Taylor McCall started the Argos run when he found the net at 8-minute mark. Providence scored again at 8:40 before knotting the game at 3-3 when Will Wright connected for a third straight Argos goal. The Marauders immediately snatched back the momentum, taking a feed from Fleechek. Garrett buried the puck just 10 seconds after the last Argos goal to push the UMary back from 4-3. Then, just a scant 12 seconds later, Fleechek blasted home a shot from inside the left circle to provide UMary a 2-goal advantage and so much needed breathing room. Not done, the Argos scored once more with 31 seconds left in the game to climb within a single goal. UMary regained control and successfully held Providence out of the net for the remainder of the game to give the Marauders their third straight win over the Argos this season. And so, again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We have the starting lineups being announced right now. And first and foremost, the Argos starting lineup is number 23, Taylor McCall, number 6, Levi Anderson, number 27, Will Wright. It looks like we've got number 81, Reed Link. Can't quite see the other sweater, but in goal, we've got Tristan Lewis, who had a solid outing last night for the University of Providence. Now we've got our home team, the University of Mary Marauders. As the audience stands to their feet, we've got our starting forward line centered by Kyler Moore wearing sweater number 26. Left wing, number 7, Seth Cushing. Number 20, Jaron Hugelin. At defense, number 4, Marshall Cheetah. And number 2, Drew Lennertz. And with a bit of a change in goal tonight, number 31, Conan Hayton. The University of Mary Marauders are head coached by Dan Huntley and assistant coaches Aaron Nelson and Logan Kraft. And I myself help with the goaltenders here at the University of Mary along with Devin Butts. And of course, Aaron Nelson is a great help to the goaltenders as well. So we are going to go to our national anthem, and once we return, we will be dropping the puck for the start of game number 2 between the University of Mary Marauders and the University of Providence Argos. Once again, University of Mary Marauders fans, welcome to the home of Marauders hockey on the Schwann's Cadillac Rink, located in the Starion Sports Complex. On behalf of the University of Mary's President Monsignor James Shea, Athletic Director Dale Lennon, and the rest of the U Mary family, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for your support and personally welcome you to today's game against the University of Providence and your University of Mary Marauders. Going from your screen left to right are the University of Mary Marauders wearing their very sharp, very new white sweaters. And from right to left, the University of Providence Argonauts with their dark blue and lime green accent sweaters. Puck dropped, and the University of Mary takes no time to get the puck deep in the Argos zone. Breaking it out to neutral zone are the Argonauts as they gain the blue line, trying to center, but broken up by Seth Cushing, who makes haste to go the other way with his line mate, Kyler Moore, tripped up and into the netting. Taking it off its moorings are Seth Cushing, and I believe very early on, the Marauders are going to go on the Shields power play. And yes, we have got a 2-minute tripping penalty, I believe. That is on number 81, Reed Link. So the face-off to the glove side of Tristan Lewis. Won by the Argos and launched the full length of the ice right on to Conan Hayton, who leaves it for his defenseman, Johnny Witzke, with speed up the ice. Jukes jives and around one but two players. Driving wide, looking for a shot. He does, and a save made by Tristan Lewis. All the way down the ice, Conan Hayton going back to stop it, this time leaving it for Andrew Heckerman. Heckerman looking up ice, decides he's going to take it for a bit, and then to Witzke. Witzke over the blue line to Zach Garrett in the slot, shot and a goal! Zach Garrett breaking the seal early in the game. Only 1 minute, 17 seconds into this matchup on a power play goal. Zach Garrett from Johnny Witzke, and we've got a goal. For your viewing pleasure, we'll have the recaps playing here. You'll see that nice pass to Zach Garrett right in this house, and a nice shot, top glove. That makes this game 1-0 Marauders. Folks, that Starion Bank goal was scored by number 21, Zach Garrett, and assisted by number 15, Andrew Heckerman, and number 27, Johnny Witzke. And with that goal and every home goal scored, $10 will be donated to the Marauders Armada. Argos getting the puck deep. Big hit placed by number 6, Levi Anderson, on, I believe that was Marcus Kopp. Providence back with the puck, D to D, trying to get into the neutral zone, is broken up by Braden Zast of the Marauders. Now a battle ensues in the neutral zone. Who's going to come up with it? But number 81, Reed Link, And very close to a too many men on the ice call. And the Argonauts somehow scored, and distracted by the too many men on the ice from the University of Mary, or what looked like it could have been, the Argonauts somehow sneak a puck between the post and the skate of Conan Hayton. And we'll look at that replay here. Seemingly innocuous shot from the goal line somehow finds a space between the skate and the post of Conan Hayton, and perhaps a few nerves from the freshman goalkeeper. That's definitely a goal that you would imagine he would like back. So 1-1 is a score with 17 minutes left in the first period. And I have to apologize, I missed the numbers on that goal. So an early goal by the University of Mary, answered very quickly by Providence on, again, just kind of a fluky goal allowed by Conan Hayton. That's very unlike him. Conan, for an example, comes in with 9.4 games played under his belt, 9 wins and 1 loss, a 94 save percentage, which is fantastic, and a 1.70 goals against. So he does not allow goals like that very often. I'm not sure if I've seen a goal allowed like that, but we all have those. As a former goaltender myself, the job has a lot of pressure, and that'll happen once in a while. Couple bodies going into the corner, no call, and Seth Cushing flips it up into the air. A bouncing puck on Tristan Lewis, and he's able to control it and cover that puck up. In our whistle here, we'd like to thank a few of Marauder supporters and sponsors. The Marauders would like to thank Dr. Julson, Dr. Penn, and Dr. Smith for their support of the Marauders Athletics. And thank you, BNC Bank, for your contribution to the orange and blue. BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We will make managing your money easy. Face off now in the neutral zone. Puck is dropped, won by the Argonauts. Dumped deep into the zone as it's sticked down by Johnny Witzke. He goes back to grab that puck and break it out up the center ice. Pulls a man to him, and the puck is intercepted by number 97 of the Argonauts. 37, excuse me. That would have been Will Wright. And the faceoff will go all the way down deep into the University of Mary zone. Won by University of Mary and brought up by Andrew Heckeman, who goes D to Johnny Witzke. A full-length pass attempt to Zach Garrett, who was able to touch that puck and no icing. Then Zach lays a big hit on an Argonaut, number 6, Levi Anderson. And I thought we might have a interference call there, but the referees found that to be a clean hit, and the play continues. Levi Anderson carrying the puck up for the Argos to right. Off the high glass and now in again. Marauders regrouping. Got the line of Escrow, Scanlon, and Olmsted on the ice. And the puck does squirt out now. Argonauts shot on goal. Stop by Conan Hayton. Another shot. Stop again as Conan Hayton stays tall in net. That'll be his third shot of the game. University of Mary leading in shots on goal by just 1 now, 4-3. Alex Horner gives chase, tries the center, can't find Derek Dropick. And the puck gets stowed away somewhere in Cody Shepard's breezers or glove and takes a couple hits, loses the stick, and the referees decide, hey, we're going to blow the whistle before things get too out of hand. And the referees discussing something here, potential penalty. While they do that, I have to share a little funny anecdote with you all. In honest, I had to look up what an Argonaut is. So the University of Providence Argos, came to find out, is short for Argonauts. There's a few definitions here on dictionary.com, and the one that made the most sense was someone engaged in a dangerous but potentially rewarding adventure. The alternative was a pelagic octopus of the genus Argonauta. And I don't think they're the octopuses. We're going to go with someone engaged in dangerous and potentially rewarding adventure. That makes a lot more sense. So that's what an Argonaut is. Argo for short. Makes sense. We got the Marauders as well. So these are a bunch of guys who are adventurers. And they're trying to take on the grand adventure of beating one another. Both teams, successful programs. Both teams started only about 3 years ago by the sounds of it. And these two teams in the regional championship last year, University of Providence actually beat the Marauders 2-1 in overtime. And although the University of Mary, I believe, leads the overall record by a couple of wins now, the University of Providence is one of few teams that has taken, one of few D2 teams who has defeated the University of Mary, especially at home, which they did last year as well. Now on the power play are the Argonauts. Into the zone comes number 15. That is Leo Felt. Felt still with the puck up to the defenseman. Trying to find a wing on the wall is Alex Fleechek. Takes over the puck now to Seth Cushing, who gets checked hard and off the puck. Attempting a stretch pass. Ends up being an icing call with 19 seconds remaining on the Argos power play. Speaking of power plays and penalty kills, the University of Mary improved their penalty kill percentage to 90.12%, which is just fantastic last night. So over 90% is their power play, or their penalty kill, excuse me. As I was speaking, Andrew Huber ended up with the puck on his stick in the slot, and that man has a heavy shot if I've ever seen one. Big save by Tristan Lewis, who stood his ground, cut off that angle, and made a key stop for the University of Providence. Face-off won by UMary. Deep into the zone goes the puck, launched in by Drew Lennertz. Zach Garrett now swinging low and missing that poke check, so the Argonauts get the puck deep into their offensive zone. Marauders full strength. As Reed Link fires a puck wide of Conan Hayton. Argonauts going to work. And the Marauders get the puck out of the zone. Now Derek Dropick driving wide. Shot and a save by Tristan Lewis. Big hit in the corner by Garrett. And now the Argonauts come back the other way. It'll be a 2-on-2 big stop for Sorel Nagurski. And tripped up in front of the net, there's going to be a penalty called on number 19 of the Marauders, Andy Huber. Perhaps not the most disciplined play, as I don't think the puck was anywhere near their proximity, but Andrew Huber does draw a 2-minute penalty. That's a 2-minute tripping call on Huber. Argonauts work the point. Up to Anderson. Attempted shot blocked now by number 9, Justin Onstead. Onstead giving chase, harassing the Argonauts as they try to break it out. Anderson comes up the ice, tries to wheel and deal, gets the puck stripped away and into the neutral zone for a regroup. The Argonauts gain their blue line. Page now with the puck. D to D, back to Page, down low to the center, and an attempted shot bobbles over the stick of Leo Feltz. Another shot, rebound, and covered up by Conan Hayton. An aggressive cover up by the freshman goalkeeper, and shows a little bit of confidence as he bounces back from that unfortunate goal against early in the first period. And seeing that replay, Conan's aggressive and confident play. Love to see those quick cover-ups, quick keeps as we call them. Argonauts still on the power play at the point. Down low the puck goes. The Argonauts work the perimeter. Up to the point, D to D now. And some great work by Alex Fleechek as he's able to disrupt that play and force the Argonauts to regroup. Link now with the puck over the blue line, shed some speed. Back to Link, trying to find that low one-timer, but a little bit mistimed as the puck comes all the way down to Tristan Lewis. Five seconds remaining on the Argos power play. And the Marauders are able to kill that one off as well. Quick spinorama wrist shot by Cody Hendrickson is gloved down by Conan Hayton. And Hendrickson, a big, powerful forward, had several opportunities last night as well. Keep an eye out for him. Johnny Witzke now with the puck up the center of the ice. Gains that blue line with a soft chip in. Giving chase now. And it's stripped away by the Argos. One-time blast by Riley Scanlon just wide of the net. That was a pretty play. A little to the left, and that could have been a goal. Goal number 2 for the Marauders. Shot blocked by Johnny Witzke, and Zach Garrett now coming down on a 2-on-1 with Riley Scanlon. Zach Garrett tries to dangle around the defenseman, can't quite get it. And the puck is chipped into the neutral zone. Andrew Heckerman, and now floats the puck up into the air as Levi Anderson comes into the zone with speed. A race for this icing. It's going to be touched up by the University of Mary. No icing to call, however. And a physical game starting to develop between these two clubs who like to be physical, like to be competitive. And especially in a 5-4 matchup from last night, both teams have something that they have to prove here. Huntley Hins behind the net looking for someone in the slot, but nobody home. That looked like a potentially threatening play. And the Argos have what I would consider a pretty impressive defensive core. You're not seeing them get beat a whole lot on odd man rushes. Definitely defending the middle well in their defensive zone. Not a lot of big breakdowns. University of Mary was forced to earn all their goals last night. And the Argos seem to be playing a pretty solid defensive game here again tonight. Big hit in the corner by Jaron Hugelin. And the Argos do not like that, but no call, so a clean play. And Seth Cushing goes behind the net. A limping player from the Argos is number 22, Jacob Stevenson, but he's staying out there for the boys. Try to defend an offensive campaign here by the Marauders. Shot by Seth Cushing. I think that went off the crossbar, and Cushing gets his own rebound and takes another twisted wrister right into the chest of Lewis, who was able to recover well from that first shot into the RVH on the post, and he keeps the rebound for a face-off on his glove side. I should mention and thank Undercover Productions for the video work last night and tonight. It was reported that there were almost 400 viewers last night, which is fantastic to hear about. If you enjoyed or enjoying the stream, feel free to share that link with others. Text them that link, and we'd love to see even more tonight. I think there is significantly more people in person here at the Starion Sports Complex, which is fun to see. Quite an attendance tonight, and hopefully both in person and online we're able to continue to grow the viewing audience for everyone's viewing pleasure. I do believe there's a chat window as well that you'll find either to the right or perhaps underneath the video. If you want to comment, give a shout out, give a suggestion, tell a funny joke, whatever you'd like, we'd love to hear from you. So again, thank you for joining us. And as I was just chatting it up there, we had another penalty that was assessed on the Marauders. This will be their third penalty kill of the night, the third power play for the University of Providence. And if you were watching earlier, University of Providence scored their first goal, not on a power play, but even strength. And so the University of Mary so far has been successful. Here comes Justin Onstead, slap shot, pad save by Tristan Lewis. And Lewis looking confident in net tonight. Reminiscent of Alex Fleechek's bomb that he unleashed last night for the fifth goal for the Marauders. And a scrum in front of the net. Conan Hayton having some trouble finding that puck, and it does squirt loose, but no goal, as Hayton was struggling to figure out where that puck was. I don't know, it was another awkward play on that glove side post, and it squirted out, I think, into his 5-hole and then out into the crease, but the referees blew the whistle and was able to escape a potential situation. Argos win the faceoff, working the point. Now down low, poked away by Drew Lennertz, and Lennertz is going to clear. McCary back, finds Link. With speed, Link comes into the zone, centers the puck, and nobody home. Poked away. Andrew Huber tries to get it past the blue line, but can't quite do it. Now at the point, Hendrickson. Give and go to Hendrickson, and he misses that one. It's going to be cleared all the way down to Lewis. Lewis loves to play that puck backhand. Risky maneuver there as Zach Garrett was in the slot waiting for that mishandled puck. Garrett versus 3 Argos, and Garrett's holding his own. Stick lift by Cushing. Cushing now pushed to the ice. And that's going to be it for the University of Providence third power play. Marauders perfect on their kill tonight, showing off their penalty kill prowess, that 90+% kill success rate. Here come the Marauders. Jaron Hugelin. Shot, save, rebound, save made by Lewis as Sorrel Magursky, a defenseman, joined the rush and wasn't quite able to get it past Lewis. Lewis is going to cover that puck up, and the Argos do not like Jaron Hugelin's extracurriculars after the whistle, and there's a bit of a scrum in front of the net. Referees are right between them. They're going to settle that down, and the Marauders fans don't like what they've seen. They're calling for a penalty. I don't think they're going to get what their heart desires here. And that's right, no penalties assessed. Remains 5-on-5, even strength. Marauders out shooting the Argos 11-5. We've got just under 3 minutes left in the first period. Shot from Drew Lennertz from the point. Stick saved aside by Lewis. Puck played up to Anderson. Anderson, goal line attack, drive, shot, gets his own rebound. Another shot attempt, and I don't know if that was a save or if that just went wide. But the Argos now buzzing. And Marauders come the other way. Esco tries to find his, what right now appear to be line mates, Seth Cushing and Kyler Moore, but they're going to get off ice to get a line change. Escrow, Scanlon, and Olmstead. We've got the defenseman Heckerman and now Johnny Witzke. Fresh skates on the ice. Witzke. Down low, shot on net, sticked aside by Lewis. Escrow battling it out in the corner, along with Olmstead, and now the Argos come back the other way. 2-on-2, flipped high into the zone. It's going to be gloved down by Hayton, who decides a face-off is going to be the right choice. Couple thank yous and sponsors once again. Pucklick Chevrolet, where customer satisfaction is their #1 priority. Thank you, Pucklick Chevrolet, for keeping the Marauders moving. Now face-off won by the Argos. Shot blocked by Johnny Witzke. Johnny Witzke now with the puck on his stick. Over to Heckerman. Heckerman up to Garrett. Garrett looks for Fleachek, but the puck is tipped up and over the glass. That's going to be a face-off in the neutral zone as the referee signals it was tipped by the Marauders. Zach Garrett having a little debate with the referee, but the ref saying, nope, I saw that pretty clearly, and we'll believe him. Guess we don't have any choice, do we? Face-off won by the Marauders, up to Alex Fleachek. Fleachek chips it in. Andrew Huber down to get it. Between the legs pass by Fleachek, tries to get it to his partner and jammed into the pad of Tristan Lewis. As this Garrett, Fleachek, and Huber line looks sharp tonight. A offensive powerhouse indeed, as Fleachek leads the Marauders with 32 points this season. Garrett third with 31 points. And Huber contributing his offensive efforts as well. He's got 12 points on the season. Huber, a very physical player, as is Zach Garrett. Alex Fleachek when he needs to be. Fun to see some of the Bismarck natives, local players here playing for the Marauders, both Huber and Fleachek, along with numerous others. Argos flip it deep into the zone. 30 seconds remain in the first period. At the point, shot and a glove save by Conan Hayton. Strong wrist shot by Levi Anderson. Anderson leads the Argos with 7 points, followed by Cooper Page with 4 points and Leo Feltz with 3, as well as Ty Alger with 3 points. Now those were before last night, so probably add a few to each of those players. Anderson, a fun player to watch. Just under 20 seconds. Cushing tries to find Hugelin. Tipped, but a save made by Lewis. Now to Moore. Back door to Seth Cushing, and a big save by Tristan Lewis with 4.8 seconds. That's a key moment for the Argonauts. And Seth Cushing doesn't often miss. Backdoor pass and a very intentional shot, but Lewis stays nice and tall as he slides over in the butterfly and covers it up quick. That's an impressive play by Lewis. Just enough time for potentially one more shot on goal. Won by UMary. Attempted shot blocked. Can they get another shot off? Blocked again, and a shot attempt by Seth Cushing, who I think had some open net to shoot at there. But that'll be it for the first period, and we are gridlocked at 1-1. 15 shots on goal for the University of Mary, 7 shots on goal for the University of Providence. And as we were talking here just a moment ago about a couple of Bismarck Mandan natives, we go down the roster here for the University of Mary and read off all those players who are Bismarck or Mandan natives. And just going in order of their jersey number, Quinn Ackerman, who's a freshman goaltender from Bismarck, North Dakota. Drew Lennertz from Bismarck, and Alex Horner is a Mandan native. We've got Marcus Kopp from Bismarck. Also, we've got Andrew Huber, as I cited before, and Johnny Witzke, a Bismarck native, as well as Sorel Nagurski and Alex Fleechek. And I might have missed even one or two here, as some have played their previous team in junior hockey and not in high school, so listed as their previous team. And those are just the Bismarck Mandan, natives. But we've also got others from North Dakota, and then there's those from Minnesota. We've got some from Colorado and even Montana and Canada, for that matter. So really great to see both local and players from around the country and even internationally. So Dan Huntley doing a great job with this University of Mary program, and we will have Coach Huntley here for the first intermission in just a moment. He's always a pleasure to speak with and get his expertise. A man who has had many great experiences in the world of hockey, both as a player, as a coach, and as an athletic director as well. And so notably here on the stat sheet is that he has 97 wins as a head coach with the University of Mary. 97 wins in 3 seasons, hoping to make that 98 and creeping up on that very impressive 100 wins mark, which is a should be a very attainable reality very soon here within the 2020-2021 season. A couple final thank yous to our sponsors. The Marauders would like to thank Shields for their partnership of the orange and blue. Be sure to check out their selection of Marauders gear at their Crookwood Mall location. And the University of Mary would like to thank Dakota Community Bank and Trust for their partnership of the orange and blue. And fans, now it's time for the Railway Credit Union first period intermission with head coach Dan Huntley. Welcome, Coach Dan Huntley. An exciting opener once again, and the fans would anticipate nothing less because last night, if you were tuning in or watching here in person, the Marauders had a 3-0 lead with the Argos, and the Argos just wouldn't let down. Tied the game at 3-3, and then a couple key plays by Fleechek and Zach Garrett, and came up with a 5-4 win last night. Tell us a little bit about the end of the game last night, Dan, and how that kind of transition into tonight's first period.
Well, as those that are from around here know, fireworks are legal in Mandan, and that's what happened. 6 goals in the third period, all in about, there were 3 in 22 seconds at one point there. And so it was pretty exciting for the fans. Hopefully that's why they're all here tonight, to watch 2 good teams play hockey. They don't quit. The same thing we had 2 weeks ago. Same thing we had last year against them, and they move the puck well. They get up the ice, they pass, they spread the rink out, and they make good offensive plays. They hustle back on defense, so they make it tough. And so last night was a great win to come out on top and to continue to do what we're doing, get some confidence to know that we can make some mistakes and still come away and be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a great goalie battle last night. Kyle Hayden was in net, was perfect for 2.5 periods almost.
Yeah.
And then there was kind of a floodgates opened up against teams like this. You can never let your guard down, and I think I heard you talk to the team about putting together 3 solid periods as we get into the second part of the season and looking at the national tournament.
Yeah, I felt bad for him last night. He played really well. He's an aggressive goaltender, so he's going to be out on his angles. They went back door on a couple and just passed the puck really well. We blew coverage, and so our guys didn't support him well enough to get him that shutout. I thought for sure he was going to get one.
Yeah.
He played well enough in the first and second period to deserve an honor like that, and he did his best to help our team try to win that game. And obviously, he went to 10-0-1 on the season. And he's number 2 in our school with 28 wins now. He's chasing down Lance Knudsen with 38, and we'll see if he can get there this year. And it's a pretty special thing to start to move up the ladder and start to break school records.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, as a goaltending coach, you want to obviously see your goaltenders be successful. At the end of the day, the only statistic that matters is the win column. Right, and great to see the team come up with a win. 1-1 deadlock after 1 period. The Marauders out shooting the Argos 17-7 right now, but we did find ourselves in a little bit of penalty trouble. Talk about, do we need to do anything differently in the second and third period here to get another W?
Well, I hope that we continue to do the same thing. We just, we got caught on some aggressive play. We got to watch our stick work, and in what we're doing there, we got, one. Shepard closed his hand on the puck a little bit too long and held on to it, and that's why they blew the whistle. So that's a delay game, and a good call on their part to go and discuss it and talk about it. Horner, got caught with his, trying to move his feet, and that kid's a little bit faster, and he got a stick in between his legs. Huber, another stick penalty, just trying to be aggressive in front of our net, and so we'll get through that. Hopefully we can continue to do that. We got a great penalty kill. Our guys understand what we're trying to do. We're aggressive, and we make it hard for other teams. They've got to play extremely fast, make great passes, and hopefully that doesn't show up on the backside and get an easy tap in. But we've been really successful on our kills, so yeah, we're happy with that.
Absolutely. Well, one last thing I had mentioned to our listening audience, the number of players that are Bismarck Mandan natives, as well as how deep you roll the lines in the roster on a regular basis. Talk a little bit about your recruiting philosophy,
Sure.
Your philosophy of playing players, and what types of players you look for at the University of Mary.
Sure. I think it all comes down to honesty. Number one is just, be up front with people, let them know what you expect. Nowhere in the process, in the recruiting process, do I ever talk about playing time. I talk about our program and them wanting to be part of what we have going on. And those that are successful know they're going to be successful. And they can look at a program and go, hey, I think I can fit in the top 2 lines, or I'm going to be a goal scorer for them because I've always been a goal scorer. I'm a good defenseman. I'll get some ice time. But we're pretty deep, so we've got some guys that have done fairly well and are down in the depth chart. And we've got captains that are on our third and fourth line and our third set of D from other teams that they've played on. And so it's nice to be able to do that, and it's nice to have the reputation, to have those guys, those original guys that came in 2018, Aaron Nelson and the crew, Fleechek and Huber and Horner, and those guys that came and believed in us. And that made our process a little bit easier when we went out last year and then this year and now for this coming fall to go out and get recruits. And because of our success, that's also expanded our market. So we're starting to look a little bit further away, trying to get the right kids that fit what we're trying to do and kids that believe in what we want and how we're running our program. And if we can find those kids, hopefully we've got 5 deep instead of 4 deep, and in the front line, and next year we're going to have 8 really good defensemen, and so it's going to be tough to find playing time for those guys. But in the end, I try to play everybody all the time. We've always had all of our guys have played at least half of our games. The one thing that we haven't done is our third goaltender. I've been up front with those guys to say, hey, here's where we are, and you can be part of this, and we'll try to get you in somehow, but there's absolutely zero promise that you'll get any playing time. But you're going to get better, and you're going to be part of a great group of guys and go on a bunch of nice trips and have fun and be part of a winning program that, you can be proud of. So, for Quinn and Mason Mattern and, guys like that have come through the program and want to feel like they're part of something in a college experience, that's important as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I can attest to that too. Getting to know the guys over the past 3 years, I can honestly say that I think all of them that I've talked with have said they're just really proud to be a part of the program. They enjoy themselves. They enjoy coming to practice. They enjoy being a part of something bigger than themselves. And I want to congratulate you, Coach, on a really wonderful and successful program from year 1, now year 3. And I'm also honored to be a part of that as well.
Yeah, we're lucky to have you.
Yeah, thank you very much. One last really quick thing. Do you feel like that depth plays a role in the success, even against some of these top teams?
Oh, no doubt. When we can put our fourth line out there against Jamestown and Minot and Florida Gulf Coast and Liberty, and they can get, pretty good shifts, by that with our fourth line. 3-4 shifts a period, and give us a breather. When we get into penalty trouble, all of our guys get less ice time. Kyler Moore, one of our top guys, isn't on the penalty kill, and so he sits for 2 minutes at a time, 3 minutes, and then you try to get into some kind of rotation again. Then if you get another penalty, Kyler sat for 5 minutes, and that's not good for our chemistry and keeping guys motivated in what they're going. So they've got to figure that out and be part of it, and they understand that part of it as well, though.
Absolutely. Well, whatever you're doing, Coach, it looks like it's working. So good luck with the rest of this game, and we'll talk to you next home game in the first intermission.
Appreciate it.
All
Thanks,
right.
Nate.
Thank you. Coach Dan Huntley giving you some of his perspective on not only the game tonight, but also on the inner workings of the culture that surrounds the University of Mary men's hockey program. And again, Dan Huntley doing a fantastic job, just a great guy, and I don't say that just because I have the privilege of helping out with the program, but he is. He's straightforward with his players, and I can say with true honesty that he cares about his players, cares about them as people as well, and so it's fun to be a part of that type of program. And it does. The University of Mary, it draws a certain type of athlete, a certain type of hockey player, and myself having played at several different levels and teams, it is a rarity, and it's a valuable experience for these players to be a part of something that is integrous, that is excellent, and to be associated with the University of Mary playing hockey, and that college hockey experience is something pretty special. So again, a quick recap here on the first period. I do have to apologize that I did not get the numbers for the University of Providence first goal, but for the University of Mary, the goal number 1 was scored by number 21, Zach Garrett, and assisted by number 15, Andrew Heckerman, and number 27, Johnny Witzke. University of Providence had 1 penalty so giving University of Mary one of those Shields power plays, and University of Providence had 3 power plays. So the Marauders' penalty kill is only bolstered by killing off all 3 of those penalties. Score is 1-1. If you're joining us recently, I want to welcome you to this fantastic matchup and to the University of Mary hockey. We've got a great crowd here at the Starion Sports Center, a beautiful facility. So a thank you to the Starion Sports Center and their staff for keeping up this relatively new and very, very beautiful space. And I know there's 2 rinks. We're on the Cadillac. The Buick is over on the other side of this rink. And if you haven't had a chance to come here and experience some hockey, whether it's University of Mary or youth or the high school programs, I encourage you to do that as soon as you're able to, because I do not think that you will be disappointed. We've got both of our squads taking the ice here after an intermission of rest. And before the play gets underway, I'd like to thank First International Bank and Trust, as they are proud partners of the Marauders, where their mission is that customers leave feeling like family. Tires Plus Total Car Care is a top dealer when it comes to automotive maintenance. Stop by one of their 2 locations in South Bismarck Expressway or at their new north location just off Highway 83. Thank you, Tires Plus. An Aero Service Team has the Marauders covered 24/7 for any water, fire, or other disaster needs. Aero Service Team, proud supporters of the Marauders. And the second period puck drop is underway as the Argos make no waste of time as they win the face-off and get it deep into the Marauder zone. Now a battle on the sidewall, poked away, ends up on the stick of Seth Cushing as he chips it up to Hugelin, and the puck goes over the glass for a souvenir for some lucky Marauders fan, as they've got an authentic, official University of Mary biscuit. Face-off will be in at center ice, it looks like, as perhaps they're uncertain of who touched that puck last. Making sure that the players are outside the face-off circle. The ref points and then drops. Argos win that face-off as well. And enter the zone now. Puck on the stick of number 7, Cody Hendrickson. Pinned up against the wall. Moore headmans the puck now to Cushing. Cushing probably get a shot off here. Deke and a shot, saved by Lewis. Seth Cushing faked to the forehand, then the backhand, and it looked like it went off the skate of Lewis, who stretched that pad out, patiently waiting, not biting on that deke of Seth Cushing. And if you've watched Seth on this replay here, the man's got silky mitts, and Lewis doing a great job of holding his feet to the last minute and making a key save yet again for the Argos. Jaron Hugelin with a penalty, I believe it was 2 minutes for a tripping, puts the Argos on a power play, the 4th of the night for them. Stick goes flying up into the air. That's number 15, Leo Felt, who lost his stick. And you don't see that often, a stick flying across, sailing across the rink. but he gets his stick back, and now working the perimeter are the Argos. Alger loses the puck, and it's iced all the way down. No icing, of course, because of the Marauders penalty kill. University of Mary now sneaking up on 20 shots on goal. That compared to the Argos 7. Garrett dumps the puck deep into the zone. Giving chase is Andrew Huber. Stripped away. Here come the Argos. Anderson into the zone. Looks, shoots. Save by Conan Hayton. Right into the breadbasket. That's going to be a keep for Conan Hayton. We'll see these great replays here. Anderson, he's got a couple pass options, but on his right hand, decides he's going to shoot instead of pass. Conan Hayton making sure he's on angle. And makes a confident save there for a face-off on his glove side. Face-off is won by the Argos. Back to the defenseman. Link to his D partner. Looks like McCary. Back to McCary. McCary walks in. Shot, blocker, save by Conan Hayton. Nice rebound control on that shot. And high and hard off the glass is Drew Lennertz. Takes a nasty bounce and forces Lewis to cover the puck up as your Marauder, number 8, Escrow. Excuse me, that's Scanlon. Check that. Scanlon's given chase and forces Lewis to cover that puck up. 20 seconds remaining on the Argos power play. Marauders looking for another successful penalty kill, which would take them to a perfect 4 kills on the night. The next step, I suppose, would be stay out of the penalty box. But that can be difficult with a quick team like Providence. Anderson comes up the ice, beats a couple Marauders, pulls the puck, shot, and a save by Conan Hayton as Anderson did some beautiful stick work there to get around 2, maybe 3 Marauders, and only had Hayton to solve but couldn't. Hintz and Heckerman behind the net. Heckerman comes out with the puck now to Fleechek. Fleechek crossed the red line, soft dump in, gives chase. Heckerman trying to get to that goaltender. And Andrew Huber turns the puck over. Now to Anderson. Anderson wide. Drive, a quick shot, just wide of the net. And the Marauders take no time to come the other way. Heckerman, shot, saved by Lewis. A rebound attempt. And Zach Garrett takes a couple more stabs at that puck as Lewis had it covered, but Garrett wanted to make sure. Fans becoming more and more vocal as the night goes on. It's fun to see the support here from the Marauders student section. And we've got, although they do look more spread out than maybe a typical hockey game pre-COVID, there are fans at most every section of the rink tonight, which is really fun to see. I think the Marauders fans are itching for more live hockey as all of us await the pandemic and the curbing of COVID. And now the referees are spending a little time deliberating on what to do about the scrum-diddly-um in front of the net. And while they do that, the University of Mary would like to thank Prairie Farms Dairy for their partnership with the Orange and Blue. A special thanks goes out to Bill Barth Ford Kia for their commitment to keeping the Marauders on the road. Next time you're looking to purchase a vehicle, think Bill Barth Ford Kia, where they are never beat on price. Family owned for 50 years, Starion Bank is rooted in its rural values in which it began. Starion Bank are proud supporters of the Orange and Blue. And at the end of that deliberation, it would appear that the Marauders are going on a Shields power play. That penalty assessed to number 8. of the Argos, number 8, Gabrielle Kwiatkowski. And a blast from Seth Cushing deflects off of an Argo and hits one of the referees. He looks all right. D to D now to Cushing. Cushing waiting for that one-timer that he so loves. Down just below the face-off dot. Marauders working it around the horn. Out to Cheetah. Cheetah now to Moore. Moore patiently waits back to Cheetah. Looking for Cushing. Cushing now with the puck. He's going to switch with Hugelin. Now back to Cushing. Goal line attack, shot, and just wide of the net. Puck's going to come out of the blue line, and the Marauders are going to have to regroup. Hugelin crossing that blue line, looking for Cushing. Shot on goal is his decision, and a stick save from Lewis. Moore down below the goal line. Looking for a centering pass, backhand onto the stick of an Argo, and the Argos are going to clear it all the way down. Conan Hayton spins around, backhand to his defenseman, Drew Lennertz. Lennertz decides to go to Witzke, and giving chase is captain of the Argos, number 17, Eric Gatson. 30 seconds remaining on the Marauders power play. Can they convert? Huber to Fleechek. Fleechek shot, saved by Lewis, who loses his stick. Now his defenseman gathers that up for him. Fleechek gives it to the point. Nagurski down to Garrett, who I thought was going to pull it around Lewis and tuck it away for the Marauders' second goal, but is unable to do that, and that is going to probably wind down that clock for the Marauders power play, and it does. Fleechek back to Garrett. Kicked out of the air. Anderson gets it forward. Out to Hendrickson as Conan Hayton comes out to play it. Up the side wall. Nicely done. And Providence now gets the puck deep once again. Nagurski over to Johnny Witzke, but lifts the puck up a little higher than intended. Finds the stick of Hendrickson. Hendrickson trying to feed Page in the slot, but can't. And we've got that grinder line of Escrow, Scanlon, and Onstead on the ice once again. Nagurski back, considering that D-to-D pass, but McCall, right between those two defenders, gives a pause to Nagurski in the back, who hands it off to Cheetah. Cheetah up to Scanlon, who dumps it in. Lewis comes back to play it and almost stripped away by Escrow. Lennertz now down to Escrow. And a wraparound by Horner. Save made by Lewis. Another shot, blocker save by Lewis. Rebound and a shot covered up by an impressive performance by the goalkeeper, Tristan Lewis. Lewis has been rock solid tonight. I've appreciated his athleticism, seeing the puck well, confident, comes out and cuts off that angle. Nice rebound control, and those exceptionally quick cover-ups with his glove have kept those rebounds out of the net. So despite an early goal against, he shows some mental fortitude and some mental toughness by stopping the rest of the some 20-odd shots that he's faced so far to keep it at 1-1. Link brings the puck into the zone, and it's stripped away by the Marauders, who are coming back now, 3-on-2. Shot, save made by Lewis. That shot on goal by number 22, Cody Shepard. And the Argos come back the other way now, 3-on-2. Into the zone, Alger, give and go to Gatson. Anderson with the puck on his stick. Up to the D point, one-time shot. Flutter puck and off the pad of Hayton and then off the right post. Clanked off the post, and that was a close one, folks, but no goal. Tough game to play for if you're a goalkeeper for the Marauders tonight. Just not a lot of flow and not a lot of consistent shots faced. Only 11 so far and almost a period and a half. And honestly, I think most goaltenders would tell you they'd like a little bit more consistency, a little bit more of a rhythm in the game, as opposed to, you know, a shot spread out here and there. Those can be difficult to stay engaged and to defend against. Puck on the stick of Carvalho, all the way down. Hayton plays it to his defenseman. To Kopp. Kopp now to Moore. Moore dangles a guy. Almost breaks his legs, as they young hockey players might say. Figuratively, of course. Seth Cushing on the sidewall. Keeps the puck in. And Marcus Kopp decides he's going to get it deep into the zone. On the stick of McCary. Trips over the blue line, turns it over. Shot on goal by Johnny Witzke, and it's a goal! My, oh my, ladies and gentlemen, we got to see that replay to appreciate the play from Johnny Witzke to its fullest extent. Johnny Witzke strips Argos of the puck. And watch this, folks. Johnny Witzke dangles to the slot, and a shot that couldn't be more precise. Off the crossbar and in. What a beauty. And folks, I don't know if I've seen too many more beautiful goals than that. Johnny Witzke with the silky mitts coming in, deking to the outside and then inside, and a shot placed perfectly. Top glove. And gets that goal number 2 for the Marauders. Argo shot on goal. That one by Cody Hendrickson, an off angle. And here come the Marauders again. Alex Fleechek feeds it to Andy Huber. Huber over to Garrett. Garrett with a shot on goal and tries to go in there to sniff out any rebounds, but there's nothing to be found. And another scrum ensues in this ultra physical line of Fleechek, Garrett, and Huber. Huber and Garrett, big guys, big physical forwards, and they're going to be trying to find those dirty goals in front of the net, getting those rebounds, and applying some pressure to this goalkeeper, Lewis, who has been outstanding so far today. But the Marauders, as Coach Huntley said, is a deep squad, and they're going to keep coming. All 4 lines of the Marauders. Fleet after fleet, if you will. But the Argos come down now the other way. Stevenson, drop pass to Link. Link spins around, shot wide of the net. Gabriel Kwiatkowski. That's a tongue twister for me every time, but here come the Marauders again. Shot just wide by Alex Horner. Drop it, gives chase. And the Argos pass across. Now another pass to the slot. Defense tie up the guy nicely, and the puck goes sailing up over the net. Scanlon drugged down by an Argo, no call. Felt brings the puck into the net. Center pass, shot blocked by Cheetah. And we got a referee's arm up in the air. And it's going to be a slash call on, I believe, number 15, Leo Felt, of the Argos. And that's going to put the University of Mary on a Shields power play, bringing those penalties a little closer to even. Marauders now with 3 power, this being their 3rd power play, and University of Providence with 4. And we'll see what the Marauders can do with the 2 minutes of a man advantage here. They're able to get another goal separation from the Argos. Cheetah on the point, shot blocked by number 24, Mack. Bouncing puck off the goaltender, but was not covered up, and a whistle, quick whistle blown by the referee. Looked like he might have been caught on the wrong side of that play. Face-off will be to the glove side of Lewis. Shot and a save by Lewis. Jamming at that rebound is Hugelin. Hugelin kicks it back to his line mate in Cushing. And Hugelin tries to tip a shot from the point of Cheetah. Now to Lennertz at the point. Over to Moore. Moore tries to find Cushing. Cushing down low to Hugelin. Hugelin back to Moore, working the puck around very seamlessly. Shot, big rebound. Rebound, another shot, and the goalkeeper, Lewis, somehow gets a stick on that and covers that puck up. Shot, rebound, shot again, and Hugelin just couldn't quite get a stick on that rebound. Gives Lewis just enough time to cover it up. Here's that replay. Shot, and boy, there was a lot of net there, but that puck must have been on end as Hugelin wasn't quite able to get a stick, or perhaps the defenseman lifted his stick just in the nick of time. And the Argos goalkeeper and defenseman playing in very nice synergy together. Excuse me, all the way down comes that puck, and Hayton comes out to play it. He's trying to keep himself in the game here. He's had a few key saves, but not nearly as much action as goalkeeper for the Argos, Tristan Lewis. Heckerman now to Johnny Witzke. Witzke looking for goal number 2 tonight. Spins around a couple of defensemen, and a shot on goal by Garrett. Garrett in front of the net trying to screen that goaltender who's been seeing the puck well at these higher levels. We need a screen or a tip or something to get a goal. But Garrett looking for Andrew Huber on the back door. Andrew all alone, and I think Garrett saw him, but wasn't able to successfully complete that pass. Garrett, a very unselfish player, as he said if you were listening in tonight. He's more of a passer than he is a goal scorer, but I'd have to argue he's probably more of both. He's a point getter. Shot attempt now by Escrow. And a shot goes through the 5-hole of Lewis, but through the 5-hole and then wide of the net. You don't see that too often. Say the Argos feel thankful about that. Here comes a breakaway by Felt. Felt shot and a save made by Conan Hayton. And there is a penalty shot called on this play, folks. And I'd have to say, I think this is probably the correct call. Felt comes in all alone and tripped up by Sorel Nagurski, who looked like he was trying to get a stick on that play, but inadvertently trips up Felt, who goes flying into the boards. And now it looks like the Argos are trying to have number 27, Ty Alger, shoot this penalty shot, but I don't believe that's legal. It would have to be the same person who got tripped up, unless Felt is hurt, but Felt's on his feet. Number 15, Leo Felt, should be the one taking this penalty shot, and here we go, folks. Felt is out in the neutral zone. Conan Hayton ready in the crease, ready for this penalty shot, which is quite a crowd pleaser. 2-1 the score. Important moment here. Here comes Felt into the zone. Deeks, shot off the crossbar and no goal. And a big play for the University of Mary. A replay here. Comes in, Deeks left, right, and a shot. And it looks like he may have had Conan Hayton beat, but it goes off the crossbar. And Conan took away enough of the angle to force that shot high, and no goal. Again, a big moment here for a great opportunity for the Argos and a key moment for the Marauders to dodge that penalty shot, or I should say not dodge that penalty shot, but make the save on that shot, and the score remains 2-1. 5 minutes, 55 seconds remaining in the second period, and we're seeing a little bit of confusion as there was a penalty shot, and they're trying to put up a 2-minute penalty on the scoreboard as well. And according to the rules, if you get a penalty shot, you shouldn't be getting a penalty or a power play as well. So I think they're going to have to discuss this. Dan Huntley now chatting with the refs, and I can't foresee the penalty staying on the scoreboard, as there was again a penalty shot. Should be the penalty itself for that trip by Sorel Nagurski. But there is a conversation being had by Coach Huntley and the referee, both captains from each respective team out to chat about this as well. And a bit of a pause here, as I'm not sure what the discussion would be about. It seems straightforward to me, but lo and behold, I guess I don't know everything. I'm assuming the referees and the coaches know the rule book better than I. But I'll take this opportunity to thank a few of our sponsors here once again. Marauders fans, are you ready to open your eyes to a credit union? First Community Credit Union is the largest community credit union in the state. Special thanks to FCCU for their partnership of Max's Mini Marauders. And it looks like the debate has ended, and there is a 2-minute penalty up on the scoreboard. I will have to inquire more about that, perhaps with assistant coach Aaron Nelson as he comes up for the second intermission, but doesn't make any sense to me. But a lot of conversation was had, and hopefully it was the right call. So the Argos on the power play, on their 5th power play of the evening. Working the points, D to D. Puck goes up in the air, and battle ensues on the sidewall. Felt loses his stick, and the Marauders come up with the puck. Now 2-on-1. Escrow. Onstead, that is. Shot on goal. Escrow is looking for that rebound, and another blast goes wide and is going to serve as a breakout for the Argos. Stevenson with the puck on the sidewall. Looking to the center of the ice, decides to ring it around to all the way up to the defenseman. Touch pass on the sidewall. Walking around the top of the circle. And a shot on goal, gloved by Conan Hayton. That shot by Stevenson. And a hard shot, but from just inside the blue line. I believe Conan Hayton saw that the whole way. Get an important face-off in their zone with 33 seconds remaining on this University of Providence penalty, or excuse me, power play. Face-off won by the Argos. Now D to D. Shot and blocked by Johnny Witzke. Another shot blocked, this time by Alex Fleechek. And a great job by this Marauder power penalty kill. Brings us down to just 21 seconds remaining on the Argos power play. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left in the second period. Marauders now out shooting the Argos 34-13. Face-off won once again by the University of Providence. And Alex Fleechek tries to flip it out of the zone, but it is batted down by Link. Link with the puck now, rings it around the boards, takes a funky bounce off the glass, and the Marauders are at full strength. Puck comes up to Zach Garrett. Zach Garrett tries to walk around the defenseman, but is unable to. Fleechek, shot on goal, tipped by Garrett. Save made by Lewis. Heckman can't keep it in the blue line. He's going to get it back to Johnny Witzke, who headmans it up to Garrett. Garrett and Hendrickson collide, and puck battle just behind the net. Huber, Garrett, Link, and it looks like we've also got Argo McCary. Blast from Drew Lennertz, and Lewis comes sliding out of the crease with a nice forward release, cutting off that angle and making another big stop for the Argos. Can't speak highly enough about Tristan Lewis's performance tonight. Been rock solid all evening. Certainly a couple of bounces have gone his way. I suppose that's true of any goaltender's performance or any hockey game. Plenty of puck luck involved in hockey. If you're a statistics type of person, you can YouTube luck in sports, and I think you'll quickly find a pretty neat YouTube video about the statistics of sports. And hockey, to some of my surprises, was ranked as one of the luckiest sports, meaning the outcome of the game was attributed to chance more often than other sports such as football, basketball, and the like. And they attributed this to the dynamic nature of hockey. You know, being on ice, skates, we've got a puck that can bounce, you know, get tipped off of skates, sticks, helmets, you know, redirects, the lower scoring, and the fluid nature of the game as well, with changing on the fly and so on, as opposed to, I think football was one of the least lucky sports because of all the stoppages of play, all the planned out plays and those types of things too. So again, the little statistics lesson there. But certainly check that out if you're interested. It's a really kind of neat video. Here come the Argos now. Shot on goal. Glove down by Conan Hayton. I believe that was Hendrickson again, or maybe that was Page who shot that one. But Conan Hayton was able to see that one and keeps the rebound for a faceoff on his blocker side. Referees here, they're chatting again. It's been a very chatty period for them. Appreciate the job that they do, a thorough job that they're trying to do here. So there's again another conversation being had. Now the refs over talking with the University of Providence head coach. And it looks like the scoreboard, the time is ticking down on the clock. Perhaps the scorekeepers forgot to start the clock earlier. I guess I didn't see that if that was the case. But if so, they're making up for that lost time. So here we go, face-off in the University of Mary zone. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Heckerman passes it up to Seth Cushing. Then to Hugelin. Hugelin dumps the puck in deep. Lewis stops it behind the net, backhands it to the corner. And Morph figures he might try to catch Lewis off guard as Lewis played the puck, but was unable to fool him. Puck comes all the way down into the Marauders' end, and that's going to be an icing call. Faceoff is won by the Marauders. Alex Fleechek left all alone in the slot, and a wraparound attempt by Zach Garrett is saved by Lewis. Shot and a goal! Puck came into the slot. Quick wrist shot on the ice by Andrew Huber. Hits the post and it's in. That's going to be the third goal for the Marauders this evening. We'll watch that replay. Shot by Johnny Witzke off a stick. Alex Fleechek gets it toward the net, and Andrew Huber finishes the job as he buries the biscuit in the basket. And folks, that Starry on Bank goal was scored by number 19, Andy Huber, assisted by number 27, Johnny Witzke, and number 11, Alex Fleechek. And with that goal and every home goal scored, $10 will be donated to the Marauders Armada. And a much-needed boost in morale for the Marauders, as they had been working hard to try to get that goal number 3. Separates them now by 2 goals from the Argos, who've had some chances of their own, especially on the power play. And the Marauders come in with a head of steam as Kyler Moore down the wing wall shoots a blistering shot to the near side and finds a hole for another goal. And let's take a look at this replay, folks. Kyler Moore comes barreling down the left side of the rink. It appeared there was nothing to see on between the post and Lewis, but somehow Kyler Moore finds it. And Kyler Moore with a heavy shot just powers it through for goal number 4. For the Marauders. And can they get another one here with 27 seconds? A tip shot by Moore once again goes just wide. Shot on goal now by the Argos, glove down by Conan Hayton. And that shot was by number 27, or excuse me, number 20, which is Liam Carvalho. Not a particularly threatening shot, but a nice save made by Hayton. 14.5 seconds remaining in the second period. Be great if the Marauders could get out of this period ahead 3 goals. And those 3 goals, or 2 of those goals coming in the last minute of the game. One last slap shot attempted by Hugelin and a save made by Lewis, as that will wrap up the second period. And with a score of 4-1, Marauders out shooting the Argos now 42-14. And Lewis skates off the ice frustrated, understandably so, as he put together probably 18 solid minutes of play until just not being able to withstand the offensive pressure being put on by the Marauders for a couple quick goals just before the period end. And that's always frustrating as a program. They say not to allow a goal in the first or last minute of a period. And unfortunately for the Argos, that was exactly the case. A couple of key goals
that last goal with Kyler, then they come right back out and almost get another one. So it's good to see. You never want to let up, and we certainly didn't do that.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you see in Tristan Lewis, the goalkeeper for the Argos? Seems to be playing well tonight. Anything particularly impressive with him or his style that you see?
I think it's his ability to, stop the puck. It's not always, going to be that routine glove save or blocker save. You're just going to have to get out of your comfort zone, and you're going to have to dive for a few pucks here and there. And he seems to control rebounds pretty well. He bounces on them pretty quick, and it can help the defenseman out a lot. So I think it's been impressive that he's just been able to battle. We have 42 shots after 2 periods, so he's got to be pretty tired back there. And hopefully we just see him keep battling here in the third.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, seeing Tristan Lewis a bit frustrated, you could see he was obviously frustrated, skated off the ice right after this second period, and he did a nice job for 18 minutes of that period, and I'd say he did a nice job for the whole period, but just shot after shot and a couple of quick ones, that's got to be kind of deflating at the end of the period. Coach Nelson, tell us a little bit about your roles as an assistant coach at the University of Mary and in the hockey program here.
Yeah, so one of my job is just to help the defensemen, help the goaltenders. Being a goaltender myself, just having that knowledge and bringing that to practice every day, helping the guys out. Certain situations, everything's its own scenario in hockey. There's a lot of broken plays. There's a lot of mistakes. So just, capitalizing on the other team's mistakes, learning from our mistakes, making sure those don't happen again, and just letting guys know when they do make that mistake and to, learn from it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Huntley and I were talking a little bit about some of the roster that is from Bismarck, Mandan, native from Bismarck and Mandan. You're a native Bismarckian, played in the youth program in First Century High School. What's some advice that you would have from your playing career about players in general and how to be their best, how to maybe get to that next level? It could be specific to goaltenders or just players, but tell us a little bit about what you've learned from your journey and how to optimize your playing career.
Certainly, it takes a lot of hard work, especially when you do jump up to that next level, jumping from the youth program to high school to juniors to college. Each step, it's a big difference, especially when you get up there in age, 18, 19, 20. So showing up to the rink every day, you just got to put your full effort into it. And you take those values with you throughout the rest of your life. So I definitely think it's a good sport to get into. You meet a lot of great people, and I've certainly learned a lot myself. You included. So I've just been blessed with opportunities here in Bismarck. There is a lot of opportunities for a lot of guys, and it's just good to see college hockey in Bismarck here now.
Yeah, absolutely. In the University of Mary Marauders program, adding another team to the community here of that next level hockey. We've got the Bismarck Bobcats, we've got the University of Mary, Minatoros and Minot, and the Fargo Force in Fargo, UND, and Grand Forks. And so it's always fun to see that temperature sort of rise, if you will, for the state of hockey in North Dakota. Tell us a little bit, Aaron, about the day in the life of a University of Mary hockey player. What are some of the things that are kind of unique or special to this program, and why you like to be a proud part of it, I guess?
Yeah, so I guess I'll from experiencing from a player perspective, explain it from that. These guys are student athletes, so obviously school comes first. So just make sure you're getting to class, taking care of your body. Too, you spend a lot of time in the classroom, but that time in the classroom, you got to be drinking water, stuff like that. So when you do show up to the rink, you're prepared and get on the ice almost every day of the week. Usually get Sundays off. Get in the workout room a couple days a week. It's a lot on your body. It's a lot on your mind with the school aspect. So you're going to have your down days. You're going to have your up days. So just making sure you're picking guys up. It's a team effort, and we see that tonight and this weekend. It's going to take everyone. Yeah,
absolutely. And Dan, was talking a little bit about the recruitment process and the type of guys that we recruit at the University of Mary. This type of guy who's going to be honest, have integrity, also be willing to work hard and put the team first too. And I know you're a big proponent of being a great teammate. Talk a little bit about some of our listening audiences. What you mean by being a great teammate and how that manifests here at the University of Mary.
Yeah, so I think hockey in itself, we have the goaltending position. So it's just a very, very solidified. It can be very lonely at times. But we have 3 goalies on the team, and especially with this group we have, everyone's pretty supportive of each other, and that's definitely needed. That team atmosphere. 25 guys in the locker room. Everyone's got to be there for each other. Like I said, it's a long season. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. So just making sure you're there for that guy next to you when he does, make a mistake. Let him know, hey, it's all right. Get back out there and do your best.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can say for myself, too, hockey, like many sports, I'm sure, has carried over into life and into ways that you can be a great teammate or maybe a great colleague or maybe a great family member as well. So, Nelly, what are some final thoughts here before you got to get back on the bench? What are some of the key games that are coming up, key moments in the season that we're really looking forward to and with expectation in the 2020-2021 season?
Yeah, first and foremost, just this next period, winning this last one, they're not going to give up, so just making sure we're pushing the buck and not giving them any offense. Crookston next weekend. We haven't seen them yet as a program. And then we head back out to Providence in a couple weeks, so we'll see these guys again. Making the trip out to St. Louis. We got one other trip to Iowa, a couple big trips coming up, and then just preparing every day, every weekend for hopefully the national tournament at the end of the year.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just so cool to hear about and think about all the traveling opportunities even that the team gets to do, some flying, some by bus, but going all over the country to play hockey, which is what a dream come true for most hockey players, right, at the college level or at a coaching level to be able to do some of those things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's a lot of fun, a lot of bonding time, and, just to see the guys away from the rink, away from school. Everyone has their own different personality, so it's good to learn what those personalities are away from the rink in the classroom.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, great perspective as always by Coach Nelson. I always love his mentality. You can see that he's been a goaltender, played at that next level. It's like, hey, what's the thing we're looking forward to in the future? Next period.
That's right.
You got to finish. So thank you so much, Coach Nelson.
Yeah.
Best of luck in period number 3. And we'll look forward to talking with you in the second intermission, our next home game. It's become tradition. So thank you very much.
Yeah, let's keep it up.
All right, that's assistant coach Aaron Nelson. 1.94 goals against average. So keeping the opponents below 2 goals a game and a 93.3 save average is a nice statistics. And really, all of those statistics are nice to look at. But if you talk to any of these guys, I know their answer would be, hey, we don't really care about the individual accolades. As we mentioned with Coach Huntley, the important metric is the wins and getting to that national tournament and that goal of being someday being a national champion, which it would be a phenomenal team accomplishment. And I know these guys are team players. The coaches are team-minded, and the team has been doing a fantastic job so far this season, in the 3rd season now as a club, and nationally recognized. They've been number 1 in the country on numerous occasions over the past several years. And as Coach Huntley mentioned yesterday, the national poll should be coming out sometime in the next week or so, I believe. And it'll be exciting to see where the University of Mary sits amidst the nationwide poll. So get ready, folks, for our 3rd period of the matchup here tonight at the Starion Sports Complex. And here we go. Puck is dropped. University of Mary leads 4-1, out shooting the Argos 43-18. And the Marauders gain the Argo zone now as Kyler Moore's shoved to the ice. Hugelin checked off the puck. And a physical start to this this 3rd period. Cheetah now in the neutral zone, rings the boards. Got to watch out for that high glass, as there's a few kind of crazy bounces as the puck comes around the high glass. It's bound to hit one of those metal dividers, and that could send the puck right into the slot if a goaltender's not careful. Cheetah up to Onstead. Onstead tries to find Escrow on the back door, but doesn't quite connect. Big hit now by Onstead. Onstead again with the puck on his stick. And Escrow gives chase. Big hit on Escrow, but Escrow's the only one who doesn't fall to the ice. And a shot on goal by Andrew Heckeman. That's gloved down easily by Argo goalkeeper Tristan Lewis. Special thanks goes out to Centennial Collision and Paint for their continued support of Marauders athletics. Argo setting up behind their net. They don't have much time to spare here as they need 3 goals to tie it up. Mack comes into the zone, shot blocked by Johnny Witzke. Another attempt by Mack. Goes high and over the net. Big hit as Horner and Page collide in the neutral zone. Page decided he's going to fire the puck on net. Glove down by Hayton. Conan Hayton, not to be confused with Kyle Hayden. Puck ends up on the stick of Zach Garrett. Tempted to pass it over to Huber and poke checked to a teammate. We got a ref's hand up in the air and it's touched up by Anderson, and the ref blows the whistle, which would indicate that this is going to be a Shields power play for the Marauders. Slashing is the call. This time on Felt, number 15. Leo Felt. It's going to be 2 minutes for slashing. And not what the Argos wanted to see here to start the 3rd period. Down 3 goals to provide an opportunity for the Marauders in their very, very effective power play. Puck comes up to Cheetah at the point. Cheetah over to Lennertz. Lennertz back to Cheetah. Cheetah finds Cushing on the side. Is he going to shoot it? Nope. Back up to the point. Passing it back and forth are Cushing and Cheetah. Puck is lost down in the corner, all the way down to the Marauders' end. Hayton comes out to play it, up to his defenseman, then up to Cushing. Just off sides as Cushing tries to execute a give and go with Moore. And the faceoff will be just outside the blue line in that neutral zone. Face-off won by the Argos all the way down the ice. And Heckerman grabs that puck and goes. Over to Huber. Huber's hit off the puck, and as he attempts to try to regain possession, he gives a tap to the helmet of Argo number 27. That would be Will Wright, and we're going to get a penalty assessed on Huber. That'll be, I believe, his second penalty of the night, and just kind of an undisciplined stick there. I don't think it was a an intentional or egregious act of any kind, but we definitely need to be responsible for our sticks. And there's going to be a penalty assessed against the Marauders. Again, that on number 19, Andrew Huber. 2 minutes for a slash. And we'll be 4-on-4 for about 1 minute here, and then the Argos will be on a power play for 1 more minute. Here come the Argos up the ice. Lost the puck, but regained possession. Now Witzke with the puck on his stick. Jukes jives, gives a pass D to D to Heckerman. Heckerman decides to return the favor back to Johnny Witzke, who finds Garrett on the far blue line. Link checked off the puck by Heckerman. Now in the neutral zone, Heckerman regroups. Up to Garrett. Garrett, 1-on-3. Not much he can do down here. Loses the puck. And it's brought out to the neutral zone. Flipped high up into the air. Jumping and catching the puck is Anderson as he hand passes to himself. Cushing, 1-on-2. Into the zone. If anyone can beat 2 opponents, it'd be Cushing. High stick, delayed. No high stick as the Marauders touch up on that puck, and Drew Lennertz is going to ice it all the way down. No ice is the call as the Marauders now at a man disadvantage for 30 more seconds. Up the ice comes Will Wright. And he turns that puck over as tries to ring it around the boards but can't. Deep into the zone, the puck goes, and the Marauders working around the perimeter, trying to find some opportunity. Shot blocked by one of his own teammates. Escrow now enters the zone, fires wide. Onstead, he's going to kick it back to his own teammate, Johnny Witzke, and that's going to end the power play for the Argos. Into the zone comes Onstead, stripped off the puck. Marauders get it deep, giving chase now with Scanlon. Nagurski fires the puck deep into the Argo zone. Not a lot of sustained offensive pressure from either side so far in this third stanza. Here come the Argos. We'll see what they can do. Garrett headmans the puck to Fleechek. Now Huber joins the rush. Fleechek wide. Shot, saved by Lewis. Rebound attempt by Huber, and Lewis is going to cover that puck up. Link doesn't like that extra couple whacks that Huber took on the goaltender. Link now in Huber's ear as tensions rise in the final period, what could be the final period, of the doubleheader between these two programs. Heckerman puts a body on in the sidewall. And Page, slap shot on net, glove down by Hayton, and a quick whistle is going to provide an opportunity for both teams to regroup. No line change. Looks like we've got Page, Kutwowski, Hendrickson, and Anderson on the ice. Also got Mack for the Argos. Fleechek enters the zone, looking for Heckerman. Gives the puck to Heckerman, who goes to the corner. Huber to Fleechek. Fleechek with a fancy backhand and off the post, covered up now by Lewis. And just when it looked like Fleechek didn't have any real estate, he somehow creates an opportunity, as is the nature of Alex Fleechek, looking for his 87th goal, career goal. But it clanks off the left post, and again covered by Lewis. Face off to Lewis's glove side, won by the Argos. Giving chase is Braden Zast. Nice escape by Cheetah. Gains that defensive blue line. Hockey, we know that gaining the lines is an important principle, right? In the defensive zone, you need to gain that blue line as to force an offsides for your opponent. So when you get to that red line, you got to gain the red line so you can dump the puck in without icing. And then you got to gain that blue line, that offensive blue line, so there's no offside. So gaining those lines, very important. You'll see a lot of battles happen just feet away, either inside or just outside the line. So we got another Marauders Shields power play. This time I believe it was a slashing call assessed by on number 22 of the Argos. That would be Jacob Stevenson in another Marauders power play. Not good news for the University of Providence, as they're going to have to stay out of the sin bin if they want to produce some much needed offense. All the way down the ice comes the puck. Cheetah back to get it. Giving chase is Argos number 17, Gatson. Put it on the pressure. Taking his turn is Alger. Now Leonard's pass back door to Cushing, and a beautiful save by Lewis as he slides to that back door. Blast from Moore from the point, off the blocker of Lewis. Now to the point again. Leonard's over to Cheetah. Cheetah down to Cushing. And a blast from Cheetah just wide of the net. Hugelin with that big body in front trying to screen. Moore and Hugelin doing work down low. Hugelin down to Moore. Moore looking for that backdoor play, but nobody home. Saucer pass ends up in the slot. And Cushing cycles down low to Hugelin. Cushing up to Leonard's. Leonard's to Cheetah. Back to Cheetah, and a shot on goal. And I don't know if that got tipped or a screen, but Lewis was not able to find that one. Thankfully for him and the Argos, it went wide. Shot, rebound, saved by Lewis. And the Marauders putting on a clinic here on their power play. Very impressive, and a shot bouncing in the crease, and Lewis is going to glove that down for a stoppage and much needed line change for his Argonauts. Lewis doing a great job of controlling the pace of the game. Lots of stoppages of play. Off the back wall, behind the net, bounces out for another scoring opportunity from the Marauders. Fake shot from Johnny Witzke, and a blast from the point hits Zach Garrett. And the Argos almost had a break, but it looked like one of the Marauders defensemen was able to get back and disrupt that pass. I think we could have had a breakaway on our hands. No lack of excitement for the fans tuning in online or here in person. We've had breakaways. We've had plenty of power plays. We've even had a penalty shot. Had some posts that were hit and some exciting stuff going on. And here's going to be another penalty on the Argos as Alex Fleechek gets careened into the boards. I believe that's going to be a boarding call on number 6, Anderson. And the Argonauts just not able to stay out of the penalty box. And looks like we've got a looks like I don't know if there's a timeout being called or if the refs are discussing if that's going to be a checking from behind. As Alex Fleechek definitely went into the boards in sort of an awkward position. He went into the boards head first. Always scary to see that, but Fleechek looks just fine. 10 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the third period here, and impressive stat on the boards is that the University of Mary has just broken the 50 shot mark on Lewis, and that's a busy day for a goalkeeper. Definitely has some job security back there as Lewis doing a fine job as the Marauders continue to send a barrage of shots on Lewis. I'm actually very impressed with Lewis's stamina to continue to perform at the level he is. And so both teams come to the face-off dot. Again, I'm not entirely sure what that delay was all about, but Seth Cushing passes out to the point. Drew Lennertz to Cheetah, working that point. Hugelin up to Cushing. Cushing now to the point. Cushing's got that stick cocked for that one-timer that he so loves on the power play. Now to Leonard's shot and a save by Lewis. I thought perhaps there was going to be a stick that might poke the puck in 5-hole there as the puck was visibly sitting from my vantage point between the pads of Lewis. Lewis was able to close that up. Moore down to Hugelin. Moore on the sidewall. Walks to the center. Give and go. Back to Moore. Puck's turned over as Gatson passes it up. And it's dumped in by Mack. The Argos with, I would say, significantly fewer scoring chances than last night. Kyle Hayden had a barrage of shots at a few instances or a few stretches last night. Not to say that Conan Hayton has not had to do his job tonight, but maybe not quite the quantity of scoring opportunities or quality scoring opportunity as last night. Maybe a little tightening up of the defensive efforts by the University of Mary. Another quality save by Lewis. Face off to his blocker side. 46 seconds remaining on the University of Mary power play. And the Marauders setting it up behind their own net. Johnny Witzke leaves it for Sorel Nagurski, both very offensive defensemen, as is demonstrated here by Sorel, who carries the puck all the way into the Argos zone. Andrew Huber now tagging in, along with Alex Fleechek. Battle along the boards. 3 Marauders, 2 Argos, and an Argo goes down onto the ice. No penalty is called. Alex Fleechek at the point. Passes it to his defenseman. Back to Fleechek. Now Nagurski. Walks to the center. Shot. blocked by an Argo defenseman. And that's going to be it for the University of Mary power play. Even strength are both teams. And a collision happened, occurred over at the Argos bench. And I guess I didn't see that, but there's an Argo down. Number 27, Wright, is down on the ice, and I believe there was a collision between Wright and Zach Garrett. And I don't know if this was intentional, but a roughing was the call. All right, so that's right. Number 21, Zach Garrett's going to be called for a 2-minute roughing penalty, and that's going to put our Marauders on a penalty kill. A much-needed opportunity for the Argos. 7 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the game. See what the Argos can do with this opportunity. Block shot by Drew Lennertz, who's going to flip the puck up and out of the zone. Olmsted gives chase. Escrow now putting pressure on Anderson, who fires a shot. Saved by Hayton. And the puck laying there in the slot and sticked away by a University of Mary defenseman. That was kind of a scary moment for the Marauders, all by himself. Or excuse me, the puck just laying there all by itself. In the slot, the Argos regroup. Bringing the puck up is Felt. Tries to kick it back to his defenseman, but the puck ends up out in the neutral zone. Link crossing that important blue line. Back to Hendrickson. Working the puck down low are the Argos. Give and go. Walking out front, Stevenson fires a shot just wide of the net. Kind of a neat play there. Give and go down low. Executed well by Providence. The clock ticks down. 30 seconds remaining on this Providence power play. Providence gains his zone. Hendrickson with the puck on the goal line. Sheds speed, looks back door, and shot is missed by Anderson, who was looking for that pass to come across. I think it was on end. Marauders now at full strength. Cheetah goes to the corner, now breaking the puck out. Can't quite gain that blue line. And Escrow with the puck. Passes it across, skips off the helmet of Riley Scanlon. And Cheetah now in the deep in the zone. Gets to the puck first. A big collision behind the net with Anderson and Cheetah. Anderson flips it up, almost finds Hintz. Hintz centering pass. No one home as Drew Lennertz kicks that puck out. Ooh, a nice feed to the slot. And a blast by Liam Cavallo. Wide of the net, but a great opportunity for the Argos. Dropic gets the puck deep. Takes a hit to make a play. Up to the point, Johnny Witzke, shot on net. And a save by Lewis. Looked like an offsides there, but no call. Kotwatsky dumps the puck in deep. Johnny Witzke behind the net, letting that clock tick off. shot on net by Cushing is easily gloved down by Lewis. And a face-off on Lewis's glove side. I think we just saw a replay here of that Argo opportunity as Drew Lennertz with a key play, batting that puck out of the slot. Kotwatsky coming down the sidewall. Centering pass deflected by a U-Mary player. Sends the puck sailing up into the high glass. Battle in the corner now for Felt, between Felt and a couple Marauders. Marcus Kopp over to Johnny Witzke, it looks like, and Witzke up to Cushing, centering pass to Moore. Hugelin, Moore, and Cushing coming into the zone, but it's broken up by the Argonauts. The Argonauts are going to have to show us some of their offensive magic that they showed us last night if they want a chance to win this game here. Scoring several goals in the last minutes of play last night. Here comes Garrett. Garrett looking for that 5-hole again. And a save made by Lewis as Garrett looked a bit tied up by Link, who was in hot pursuit, but Garrett, very crafty, has a lot of playing experience at the next level, a very high IQ, hockey IQ. Wins the face-off and drugged down by an Argonaut, no call. Attempting that stick lift is Garrett, but he's beat. Anderson, shot, saved by Conan Hayton. He's going to cover that one up. Face off in the Marauder zone. Kick back to Conan Hayton, who decides he's going to cover it up. That's his 25th save of the night. Shots now 54-25 with 2 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the game. Face off won by the Marauders. Headmanned up. Justin Onstead hit and goes down. Here comes Anderson. Shot attempt blocked by Cyril Nagurski. Great block by Nagurski as he limps over to the front side of the net. And that's got to hurt taking those shots. I know as a goaltender myself, you might think we're crazy for getting in front of pucks, but we got a lot more padding than those defensemen. So blocking shots and the forwards too up on the point, that takes a lot more courage in my opinion for those players with just regular player gear to get in front of those pucks. So there's no mystery in why oftentimes a block shot's followed up by a hobbling player, as they might take it in the skate or the breezer, or potentially to the upper body where there's a lot less padding as well. And as the seconds tick down, now 1 minute 46 seconds remaining in the game, hope starts to become depleted for the Argos. Dropic with the puck, shot on goal, glove down by Lewis. And it looks like Wright was on top of Horner. At the end of the day, Horner's on the ice, and Wright ended up right on top. Looked like a game of horse and rider there. Dropic with the puck behind, centering pass intended for Horner. And the Argos come back the other way. 2-on-3. puck's in the slot. Sort of pinballed around for a while, and a hand pass is the call as one of the Marauders scooped the puck up to his partner. Thank you to a few of our final sponsors here. Cedric Thiel Toyota has been a proud partner of Marauders Athletics for over 10 years and prides itself in customer service. When you need your next vehicle, stop by Cedric Thiel Toyota and tell them the Marauders sent you. Schmitz Holstrom CPA, where we pride ourselves in confidence, security, and growth as we help our clients succeed each day. To learn how they can help you to achieve financial freedom, call 221-2655. And finally, a special thanks today goes to Bruno's Pizza. Make sure and take advantage of this month's deal and get any large pizza for just $15.99 or 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. half-price appetizers. Bruno's Pizza. Satisfy your cravings today. .35 seconds ticking down on the final moments of this matchup between the Marauders and the Argos. Cody Shepard flips the puck up. Dropic giving chase. Dropic trying to feed Shepard in front, and a miss just wide of the net as Shepard tries to tip that puck toward the goal and add one more to the UMary tally. Another shot on by Cody Shepard goes wide. And more in the corner, battling three Argos. All the way down to the final seconds here. And that's going to be the game. Another victory for our hometown University of Mary Marauders. Final score 4-1. Marauders out shooting the Argos 56-25. And what a matchup, doubleheader by these organizations this weekend. Was a lot of fun to watch. Very close matchup last night, which ended up a 5-4 victory for the Marauders. Tonight's a bit different, 4-1 for UMary. UMary out shooting the Argos by over 2-1. But a great group, fun to see, and an awesome environment here at the Starion Sports Complex. As I said before, what looked to be probably max capacity for the new COVID limits. And so we want to thank you again for tuning in. I want to finally thank North Dakota Petroleum Foundation for your great support of the Orange and Blue. We want tailgate parties, points at the buzzer. We want full pads and free throws. Sports come to life with products made by oil and natural gas. We are the energy of North Dakota. Learn more at energyofnd.com/we want. Waiting to hear for the player of the game as announced by our scorekeeper. But on behalf of the University of Mary, we want to thank you again for tuning in to tonight's matchup. We'll be bringing you live action for more of the home games upcoming. You can go to University of Mary or umary.com, I believe it is, or Google UMary and UMary men's hockey to look at the remaining schedule for the year. Love to see you here in person and or online. Again, this is Nate Spidell. I'll be signing off. Take care and good night.